Hello everybody, welcome back to Disco Elysium. It has been a little while, indeed, but we are back. As I said before, I'm going to do this either Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how I feel, and then the rest of my usual streaming time slots during the week will be taken up by Souls, as we will be doing Souls-likes at the end of the week until Elden Ring comes out, starting with Dark Souls Remaster. Doing it still kind of drunk Souls, but the drunk cleric Clortho might sober up, and then Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, etc., etc. If we get through all those before February 25th, there will be other ones, but that is Thursdays and Fridays, or Wednesdays and Thursdays, depending on how my week goes, and this is a Monday. So welcome back to Disco Elysium, and in the last stream, we woke up, started the second day, found out the gardener wasn't really who she said she was. She's not a gardener, she is legal representation for the Union, and the Union's rowdy boys are in the whirling. But instead of talking to them, we did a little bit of sidetrack stuff, kind of tried to dig more into the drug investigation, called in the boots. Still have not fridged or sent off the body. I think I'll probably send off the body tonight, just so I can have Kim around during the day. And, yeah, we're going to go from there. But I think we're going to actually start by going in and interviewing the Hardie boys. So, let's get that going. Right, we were still out here. And at some point I'm also going to need to speak with Everard Clare. And figure out how to get up there, so I can talk to Aranyi, because she seems to be smoking up on the balcony. I really probably should put some points in endurance as well. I do not need to be holding on to that while I interrogate people. Alright, you. Have some questions.
This is where you say your bed.
A broad-shouldered man approaches you with a beer can.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you, maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the hanged man out back. Don't say anything yet. I don't really care about his attitude. He's a surly Union guy. But we do need to talk about the hangman out back. But however, I want to size this guy up a bit. So, we're going to keep quiet for now. See what old Titus has to say.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
The chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince. Oh, fuck. This will not endear them to me if I do that, so let's just cut to the chase.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Big dick swinging, baby. You know it. I'm a superstar. Let's get to it.
Real big dick cops. Look at them. Reckless. Swinging in the wind.
Left to right, baby. Like a pendulum.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Oh, it can tell you what to do, though. We're getting ahead of ourselves here, though.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
Says thoughtfully.
Yeah, gave him real nice big dicks.
Alcoholism can't take that away from me.
Yeah. Anyways.
He wraps it up.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Oh, thank you for the hint. I kind of had a feeling.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardie, Captain.
So he's a rower.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? On
Where?
his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Sure, why not, drama?
Size
And the little guy?
41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing, big guy, boot size 46, deep marks, probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
Good to know.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing, the odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardie?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardie boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardie boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardie boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardie, and it's a Hardie girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Either that or the pale driver. Unless there's another one. Doubt it would be Oranje.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardie boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardie boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardie sooner or later.
It is already a victory. So, did you guys do it then? Obviously, this question is not going to lead anywhere productive, but it's what we got.
So, you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. Stinks like shit, too.
Well, now he does.
They love him, boss. Spend all day digging around in there. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell.
You should see my new boots. Maybe Shanky's the one who... Well, no, he wasn't stabbed anywhere, but I have a feeling Shanky likes to shank folks. That's my guess.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are you boot prints all over the scene? Spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow. I just don't have proof. Yet. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for the fake. Why not? And they want to say I'm a tough guy? We'll go tough guy before I hit him with the insaneness.
You mean these boots?
He raises his worker boots, size 45, steel, reinforced toe. Yeah, those, buddy.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck.
They're not shy to admit it.
Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
That's it, the game's over now. We got this perpetrator. So you just confess to the murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Excuse me, legal counsel. You don't need to be standing right there as they stupidly incriminate themselves. I thought these men would have had better sense.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
That's a good point. They are. So you just murdered him like that, no remorse. Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? Don't need to go all gung-ho just yet. But, yeah. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So, just because he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade, right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Or hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces? I think hold on just like, yeah, so we'll go with that first.
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
He was that everybody in this town is fucking blatant.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Hope he brought a lot of condoms.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay, besides crimes against the karaoke code, what did he actually do wrong? Damn straight we're going with that. I still need to find that fucking tape so I can sing some fucking karaoke, too.
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Wipes the spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a bear.
There's something odd here.
Yeah.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Ahoy, Mr. Drew. You've got me doing some interrogations of the Union. The Hardie boys. Currently not with them, the Hardie girl. Unless Elizabeth is secretly the Hardie girl. Could be her. Could be Iranian. Could be someone we haven't met. Who knows? Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation. I wonder if maybe it was... No, because Sylvie left because of Gart. Unless Gart's not giving us the whole story on why Sylvie left.
No. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
So who called the shots that night then?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardie boy without arresting all Hardie boys.
You really want to test me on that?
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
Whoa! I thought she did. She definitely is taking charge. Let's... stupid bots. Oh well. I will remind myself some point to go in and turn off links during streams. But... Oh, is that how they get around it? Anyway. I'll deal with it later. But yes. She definitely... I think she's in charge.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardie Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardie Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yeah, it sounds like I did.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Huh. Good cover, Elizabeth, the gardener. So you murdered him like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if those were fate. If it were worse than dying. A reunion? What's that? Yes, but these were all bad people. Criminals. Scum of the earth. I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't even really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Oh my god, do we really want to go with the most honest answer there? Yeah, number 5 does look like it would be a good answer. For sure. Definitely does. But... well, no, they didn't kill her like it's nothing if there's any truth to what they were saying. So yeah, you know what, Mr. Drew? I think you are right. I think we will go with number 5.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
Wipes the hand with the back of his mouth with the back of his hand. So why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Takes a step closer as well, fixing his ball cap.
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with
you. This could be the first conflict in the game, but I don't want to take it if it's like that. Besides, I haven't saved yet. So, we'll back off for now.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Oh, may as well find... Nah, I think we're done. Because we know when it took place. It took place a week ago. It took 4 days for them to call it in. Actually, that would be a good thing. Trip them up, see if they actually corroborate.
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
Fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
So he came with our good friend there, with Jane Messier.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier?
Joyce
The
Messier.
representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
What?
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Wonder if the rope was the last thing, or if they killed him some other way.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Mostly, yes.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Well, at least they, they got caught up on that.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
Huh. Thanks for admitting it.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
Strange answer to hands tied down. Miss Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out? Things aren't quite right here, are they? I do not have... Oof. That is... Oh, it is over 50%. It's not something I can retry, obviously. You know, fuck it. Let's go.
Titus
Yes!
is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
So who's cracking under the pressure? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Oh yeah, why don't we go for that one? He's closest to breaking.
No.
He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Good. So, Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out then?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Samaran boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samaran Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
So where did the action take place then?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Alright, just making sure it was in here, not outside. You know, doing my job. But there is something y'all are not telling me.
And fuck you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
Well, if that's the case...
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Well, I have other
Like
questions about the
what,
lynching.
Copper?
Nope, looks like we're done with the questions about the lynching. So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Oh, God. Discuss the 8th with Hardie. Week when you first met. Establish authority. What if I was wearing my boots? Anyway. We're gonna go take off for now.
Aces high. For the rest of the world, the aces high is just a cool Revachol thing, politically neutral. In Revachol, it still holds revolutionary connotations. Also, have you looked at Lieutenant Kitsuragi's clothes? He wears a bomber jacket, just like the ones worn by aerostatic brigades, and those cargo pants could store tools for hotfixing your aerostatic. Maybe you should ask him about this.
Empathy towards Kim Kutsuragi. And +1 is Prix de Corps, the roots of the RCM. Alright, so I can unlock a new thought then. Pretty soon, we're halfway to a next level. So let's see here. Prove your authority to Titus Hardie. You have to gain authority in Titus's eyes for the investigation to advance. Soften him up first, maybe. Investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss or the company rep. Tie them to other crimes. Talk Titus and establish authority in the Hardie Boys' eyes. Alright. So we got that one done. What are the other ones that are ticking? None of them. Good. Map. Yeah, I have a number of these. That are all really difficult. But for now, what do you think's going on here, Kim?
Yes? What about me?
Anything new here? Yes. Kim, you're wearing a Revolutionary Air Brigade jacket, aren't you?
What? These? It's just seasonal clothing.
And those look like airman pants, good for storing tools in.
Where is this going?
See, Kim, I have this place in my head where I develop new ideas and connections. Or nowhere. Let's change the subject, but still keeping it on you. No, we're going with option 1 here.
Interesting. I think it's called the brain.
It's no mere brain.
Yes, a brain. No, it's more than that. Anyway, no, normal people don't have this. It's like a mind laboratory, spiritual R&D division. No, a palette. No, better yet, a painter's atelier of concepts.
Okay, art cup.
Okay, indeed. And in this atelier, I have realized that you harbor some kind of sentiment towards the Revolutionary Air Brigades.
I do not harbor a sentiment for Revolutionary Air Brigades in particular.
Just air brigades, then?
Okay, I wanted to become an aerostatic pilot. Then I turned 10 and realized we no longer have an air force.
Are you sure the revolutionary has got nothing to do with this?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh.
The revolutionary must have added a little luster to it for a 10-year-old Kitsuragi. He will never admit it, though.
Absolutely nothing.
I've noticed. And okay, the Revolution employed a more forward-looking H-rotor design. Their blades were foldable and their pilots were better trained and motivated. I see this from a purely tactical standpoint, of course.
Thank you. My mind is satisfied.
Good. Good. Let's change the subject.
Anything new to say,
Can
Garrett?
I help you?
No. I'm $2 shy from being able to pay my bill for the night.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind the blue door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Yes, Mr. Drew, I am going for that. All right.
The man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad. Then he starts swiping crumbs off the countertop.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear.
I know, Kim, I know. Make stabbing motions at the meat on the cutting board. I need to get the corpse, point to Kim, into the fridge, points to the fridge. I need to put a dead body in the fridge, point to the fridge. Wait, what language is he speaking? That's a good question to ask first.
He's from Grad, a Koiko.
Ah.
With the mention of the word Koiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again. He's from Grad. People from Grad don't mind if they're called by their national derogatives. It's okay to call him a Koiko.
Well, good to know. But, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go with option 3 here.
Why am I the corpse?
He turns his eyes to the cook, who gives you both a big, bright smile.
Doesn't matter. I don't think he understood us anyway. He wouldn't be smiling if he did.
I know, Kim. I know. Make stabbing motions at meat on the cutting
What are you doing?
The cook looks at you doing the charade and smiles.
Point towards the fridge.
The cook says something. It's quite animated, but you still don't understand.
I need to put a dead body in this fridge.
Oh, no. Body no fit fridge. Fridge more.
How do you know? Maybe it's a small body.
No. I know.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge.
Yes, we do. The search for a fridge continues. So does the search for access to the roof of this building, so I can talk to Aranye, who is still up there fucking smoking, as far as I can tell. I don't know. Good deal of time passed while I was talking to the Hardie boys.
The door is closed.
Still locked. Yep, she's still up there. I wonder. It's only 10:38 in the morning, so it's been a mildly productive morning for these guys. Oh, volition ups my morale HP. Okay, good to know. Well, we're done in here. I don't think there's anything else we can do with the corpse. Where are we at experience-wise? 61. You know what? Let's go try talking to the measurehead one more time. See if he'll let us in properly, because we do need to try and speak with Everard Clare. And if we can't get in through there, we'll try taking the path through Kuno's hut.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a button?
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some
thanks
advice,
for nothing.
but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first. Return if you fail.
What about you, Manana? You got anything new to say?
What I'm wondering, man. How can I help you?
You know, what the fuck, why not? I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
My friend. I can help you out.
Flips a coin towards you. Try to cash it.
The coin
Damn it!
merely slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
What? That's not what the game said, but okay. Lieutenant Kitsuragi picks up the coin and hands it to you. I almost had a heart attack. Say nothing. Pocket the coin. Appreciate it.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
Well, good talking to you, Manana, but I gotta run.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Still no. So why are you not with the Hardie boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardie boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
There's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
A narcotics peddler, you say? Whomever could you mean?
Find out for yourself, endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
No need to go over the race theory again with you, unless that'll help you let me by. You know what? Just because I'm curious, and we just saved.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Thought so. Kunk. Oh, wow.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts. You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I'm a cop. And now I'm dead.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm.
Uh-oh.
Your jaw. Well, this feels familiar.
I'm sure it's just heartburn. Oh, God.
No, it's many years of combined self-neglect and self-abuse.
Try to remain
All
conscious.
you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Well, let's not do that this time. Oops. That was an oops. Where's my bag? Right now I can't even take a swig of alcohol because it... Oh wait, no, the alcohol would actually help. But, would take 1 point of moral off me. It's a cigarette that I can't have. Because that will take my last physical... Get your ass down there. Look, you drunk bastard.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This...
Wonder if you have anything new to say.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Right. Then are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Harife?
I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Harife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you? You said long haul. That's... Then who is the female driver I was told of? I'm feeling I'll be able to ask more of those, so I will.
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums on along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
So then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Fair enough.
Oh, Sim.
there's something over there. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Well, I guess it's time to go back to the body. Do I have only 2 bottles, so like there's no reason to stop in Lafrite yet.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
What do you see?
We've been through all of this, okay. Nothing new for the corpse?
The man is decomposing. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Alright, well, if we can't break through the measurehead by going in through the front, we can always try sneaking around back to talk to Everard Clare. Ooh, what's this? Thanks, Kuno. I have no qualms stealing 40 cents off of that 12-year-old. This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Ooh, what's this? Postcard. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi, an ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years in 39. Project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. That's another postcard. Tense handkerchief, reknit pen, empty cassette. So I could technically sell these if I'm like really hard up on cash, I guess. Let me up. Ooh, yes, I will use that right now. Really? Interesting.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Huh.
Man down, a trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than an actual sight, but you know there's the RCM signature rectangle on the cloak. It's a cop's cloak.
It's a cop's cloak! It's a cop's cloak!
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
He judges the drop.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Savoir-faire. Low, huh? go for the cloak, jump over the ledge. I will try that, but I will save first.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard.
Wonder if my badge might be in that cloak.
Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it?
He looks over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Yes, indeed. Backed up by physical instrument. What exactly are we doing up here?
I was under the impression we are on our way to meet the king of this castle under siege, Evrard, one of the people we're interviewing. This way, we may be able to get around his henchmen.
Easily.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He looks around, the wind rustling his hair. Actually, well, you know, I did come up here with the intention of... Whoa, what's all this? Yes. Oh, there's my room and board for the night. Okay. Wish me luck!
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
I could save scum this. Oh.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
That's not what it says, but yes, holy wow, that's high. It doesn't seem dangerous. The lieutenant must be crazy to suggest that. There is certain death. Vertigo almost pushes you over the edge.
You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
I got you, Bertan.
Ah!
Just your breathing a little bit. There, isn't that better?
Tug on your tie. God, now I can't breathe at all. Stop doing this to me, necktie. You were supposed to be a friend.
Hey, what's happening? You okay?
He sounds genuinely worried. I'm alright, Kim. I just keep tugging on your tie. I can't breathe.
It's okay. You're just having a little panic attack. Try to breathe as slowly as you can, alright?
Shakes you gently by the shoulder.
The necktie lets go a little. Its vicious grip easing around your neck. Colors return to the world around you.
Thanks. I think it's working.
Good. We can always come back when you're feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Yeah, I'm not. This is why we save scum. I'm not taking that amount of damage with me if I don't need to. I wonder, is there anything else I can do to increase myself? Actually, there is. The other thing taken care of? Yeah. That. Reaction speed. Oh, maybe. Why not? Let's put put that on.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
Good thing I put these pants on.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
First off, Kim, what do you think about my boots? Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing? No, we are not.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still
okay.
On the rail.
Now we have a bit of a shot. I feel much more comfortable save scumming this. Fuck!
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not... You could have died.
I got you, Gratan.
Hey, it's okay.
The necktie.
Good. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
No, I'm gonna try that again, because at 58%, I could definitely get that pretty quickly.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Can I just... No.
Nope. You could have...
I got you,
Hey, it's okay.
The necktie.
Good. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
Alright, one more try.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Fuck.
Nope. You could...
Hey, it's okay.
The necktie.
Good.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous... Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
I can try again. Sure, why not? Nope. It's funny too, because that 58% roll that I had with
You could have died.
I got you.
Hey, it's okay.
The next.
Good. We can always come back when you're feeling
with the Union guys, definitely like that went off like instantly. Now I've got this one, and it's just like, no, you're gonna fail this each time. Most checks have secret difficulty modifiers. Talking to the right person can reopen a closed white check. We'll deal with that later. For now. I'm gonna take that off. Switch that back there. Put the loops back on for now.
Yes?
So I am kind of... This is kind of a dead end, then. Ah! What are you doing? There. You can try it one more time. Sure, why not?
Cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on. A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend, like, too much time saves coming trying to jump for that, because I have better things to do.
Nope. No. You could have.
I got you.
Hey, it's okay.
The necktie.
Good. We can always come back when you...
I think I'm gonna put another point into savoir-faire when I get my next level, and then we'll come back and retry. But yeah, this is all that's up here. Go through all the loading screens.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Keen aesthetics and sensibility. Cindy's artistic impulses. Now, my conceptualization is also 5. So, like... That's a hard roll to get. Maybe I need a bit more art cop. No.
Yes?
Why not? Are we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing?
Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots.
He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting.
Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail.
These are not the same boots. I like them so much I went and bought a pair for myself. You're joking.
Am I? Anyway, did you want something related to police work?
I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks, and looks away from the boots. Just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you.
Fair enough. I don't see much else I can do in here. Like, really, at this point, it all comes down to finding out who is the 8th person. The 8th Hardie. The Hardie girl. Wait, open the damn door. I don't want to check if there's anything else in here. Nope, just the bust of Mossoff's head. Here. 16 days with coldest April. Oh, there was a hidden compartment. I will take both of those. An old grocery list on the table and checks. Billowing. Looks cold and winter gray. 72 points out of 100. Where does this lead? Oh, this leads out to the back. That's right.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It's not a nice place, I guess, but it'll have to do. Don't you have a real home? That seems kind of... Well, it is Copley.
Does anyone in a city like this?
It's not a nice place, but I guess it'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
cover features a row of concrete buildings with a monochrome rainbow in the sky. It tells a rather excruciating story about two lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Yugograd. The book has been filed under psychological realism. Well, we're back here. I don't really feel like talking to Joyce again right away. There's gotta be other stuff we can do.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Word has traveled, yes, but nothing of real substance has surfaced yet, I gather. Wild Pines has eyes on the intersection, but not ears.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout. It would give them a read on the entire quarter.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business here?
Nah. A little bit at a loss. Actually. But I'm sure I will find a way of how to progress, because it is what I do.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Why not?
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knobs to focus vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Some kind of ruins in the building over there. Oh well.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of...
Well, we could always see if the bookstore has a fridge.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundal somewhere.
Storekeep, tell me about these Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good then. Which one should I start with?
They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyundalaman, the man from Hyundal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Yeah, they're expensive though.
Welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Before we go on, you seem to be very well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. Why not?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Certainly there are good things to be said about dependence.
It would forge ties between us working people. Good practice for fighting our common enemy. You must understand me. I am a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. Damn, you're right. What kind of a business relationship would that kickstart? Excuse me, I don't even know why I said that. A lapse of professionalism. Does not represent my values. You know what? I'm a cop. She sells books about cops. You know, we are fighting a common enemy. So yeah, let's go for the communist answer.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space. Fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along.
Okay, well, I take it you're the owner of this store.
The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. Your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Yeah, she was standing
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
there. Not really very much.
Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her?
I was afraid she'd call me like all the kids around here. I did talk to her, though, so this was kind of a lie, but yeah, I just walked right in here instead. I talked to her yesterday, lady. Yesterday is so long ago.
Yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes. Do browse our books, sir.
She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. No, doesn't. It's a family-run place. Sure, we'll give you what you want to hear, lady. Grease
As
the
a young
palms.
girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
Okay, let's
The
change
woman
the subject.
before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. Quaint picture book of brochure, very colorful. Another boring book just discarded here. Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. Everyone knows the most interesting thing about fascists was their magic. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about lake trout. I don't need to search the rest of her bookshelves, but I am curious.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Examine the cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
That's odd.
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
We already know who the Seminese are. We talked to that, like, racist. The Seminese supremacist.
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
What is behind the curtains, shopkeep?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
You trying to use witchcraft to increase your sales, lady?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Where are my pluses and minuses at? Rhetoric, conceptualize is down, authority is way up, suggestion is down, composure is down. I'd rather have my composure. I don't really need stealth right now. Logic -1 for authority. +1 to another +1 to conceptualization. Where's this? What do I have? Esprit de corps on that? Yeah, I wouldn't mind keeping that. +1 to suggestion. Actually, I don't need the blue tinted sunglasses on right now. I don't feel like I need extra esprit de corps or extra Inland Empire. Let's try pestering her about the curtains.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Well, you know, you might have a back door for me to be able to use.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Since this place calling for me, I must investigate beyond the threshold. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there, but I don't really. But I will say it's like it's a calling to me.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
All right, I'll think about it for a
Thank
while.
you.
Only because I'm trying to figure out other
Let's
things.
just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
That just makes me want to go in
What
there
are
more.
you, a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
So why are you so uptight about these curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, then why does it have a Seminese ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
No, it's not. You're holding your pendant like it's some sort of protection amulet as well. Or you're just nervous. But she wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
Why didn't you just tell me right away about the curse? Have you sought help from anyone? How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Oh dear.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural.
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Why didn't you just tell me right away about the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Yeah, we totally do. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the ward as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Oh, it's not working.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Has it?
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Anyway, would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if this curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
I am a master of the psychic
My
arts,
liege,
lady.
you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Convince her to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. Yeah.
Slither
Thought so.
up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I'll admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. I like both of those. That's hard. Just because I think they're both great answers. Oh, god damn it. This was a sidetrack that ended up being a lot of fun. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna go with 2. Makes me sound a little bit crazier, but you know what? Trying to convince her. Probably not going to convince her because she doesn't sound like she likes the drinks if I go with 2. So fine, we'll go with 1.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to de-bad all the bad energies. Or your ward brought me here in the first place. The Semini's blood also runs through me. I don't even know if that's true. Then again, I'm kind of like bullshit acting around here, but you know what? Sure, let's go for the Semini's blood.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us.
Bingo.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
I'm not putting Kim into this one. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman. A witch, probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney? The passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
All right, then.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Well, that was a bit of a thing. So with the case stalled, we now have an entity to go and find in the back bookstore. A side quest, if you will, that has opened up. But, it's been a little while. I'm kind of ready to take a bit of a break and go have a bit of a smoke, start getting ready for bed. But we will be back to doing more of this tomorrow, and tomorrow we will go through those doors and check out this entity. In fact, maybe now I can properly open the curtains.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
You know, we'll open the curtains tomorrow as well. But thank you very much for everyone who tuned in to join me for some of this live. Shoutouts to Mr. Drew and to Audio Boy for sounding off in the chat room. And yeah, until next time, y'all stay safe. You have a great evening. And, you know, be excellent to each other and give a hoot. Read a book. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for more Disco Elysium. Bye-bye!